Do you want an elevator in your Minecraft world, but you don't want to use one single piece of redstone anywhere? Well, I've got a couple of different ideas for you. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance. And this is my revisited series. Yeah, this is where I look back at old builds that I did before that either weren't quite right or maybe have been broken as a result of some update or something like that. And this is the first in this series of videos. I hope you like it. We are going to revisit the No Redstone Elevator. And in this revisitation, I'm going to fiddle around with the design a little bit, but I'm also going to give you two versions. And they're both a lot smaller in terms of the footprint, you can see here, than the previous one. One of them is only a 3x4, and the other one is very slightly bigger, except I can't drive, in a 4x4. And you don't need an awful lot of resources as well, so these are very, very, very resource friendly. There no redstone at all. In the previous No Redstone Elevator video that I did, there is a link in the description below and a little doobly flip up in the left hand corner. Hopefully that worked. If it didn't, whoops. But anyway, you can go and see that video and see what it was. And this one, I'm going to fix it. What I did in the last one, I said it's a No Redstone Elevator, but those clever little MLG Minecraft players amongst you did know that I did put doors at the front, and the doors were iron doors and they had buttons. Now, arguably, yeah, you could say that as redstone. The elevator didn't use redstone, but the doors did. So I've not got any doors in this one, and problem solved, right? So let's crack on with version 1, and that is the one with the smaller footprint, the 3x4. So the number of the items that you need to build this depends on the number of floors you want to put on there. But you're going to need a full block of a block of your choice, some stairs of the block of your choice, maybe if you want to use it for decoration, some slabs of the block of your choice, rails, some kind of lighting. You could use sea lanterns or you could use glowstone. You could even use torches if you wanted to. Minecart, water bucket, ladder, some wooden slabs to make the roof, a different type of block, maybe, it's up to you, or a boat, depending on which option you are going to go for. Let's get on with it and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, as you can see, I'm in creative, but if I'm in creative, I don't need an elevator. I can just fly, which is easy, but I'm assuming that you're going to be in survival. So I'm going to try and build this in survival for you as much as I possibly can, or at least in kind of the style of survival, even though I'm in creative. So I've gone all the way around that 4x3 and I've left one side open on a 4 long side like that. That is going to be your door. And then you're going to build another level up as well. So you've got a 2 high wall. You're then going to come across and build a complete ring all the way around your system. Then you're going to build a wall there, and there. Leave that hole there, and there, and leave that hole there. Then get yourself a light block. This could be glowstone, it could be sea lantern. I'm using sea lantern just because glowstone is absolutely fine to use here, and actually, frankly, is a lot easier to get hold of, isn't it? Definitely. Then get yourself a ladder, and you want to put, you can see on the square that is level with the one underneath the light, shove yourself a ladder in there. On the same level, you want to get yourself a block. Then, using a rail, shove a rail on that block that you've just put in there in the middle. Now that, because I'm facing north and south, is facing in that direction. It's naturally got into the position I want it to. I'll show you that on my F3 screen. So you can say I'm facing south there, facing north there. It's exactly what I want. The rails will naturally go into that position. But what if the elevator is facing east-west, Avo? I hear you say. Well, that's all right. Even though, no matter how much you, I'm facing east-west here now, no matter how much you place that rail down, that rail won't here either. It just will not go in that direction. However, if you then put a rail there, delete that rail now is facing the right direction for you. So it's not a disaster if you're not facing the right way. Okay, now what you want to do, get yourself a minecart, give it a little nudge, and allow it to go into that hole as far as it will. There you go. Once it starts to overlap that block, you know you're in good shape. Get rid of the rail. You don't need that there anymore. It may or may not let you put a block there. If it does, please do put a block there, and that locks that minecart into position. What you're then going to do is you're going to do a row of blocks all the way around there, like that, and come onto your lit block. Put shift click in so as you don't fall, and come out using half slab and form a little shelf. That shelf is now your first floor. Brilliant. Then you're basically going to be repeating that process again. So that's floor 1, level 1 should I say. That's level 2. Level 3 is a complete circuit, like that. And then level 4 comes around like this. We leave that open there. We leave that one open like that. We put a block there level. We get ourselves, where is it, a ladder level with that block. We get a light block there. We put a rail in like that. We shove a minecart on that rail. We give it a little push, get it so as it overlaps as much as possible, get rid of the rail, and repeat the process. And we just basically keep doing that until we get as many floors as we want. And you can go up as high as you like. So once you've gone up as many floors as you want, and make sure that you stay on top of your walls, otherwise you're going to find getting up on top of the walls a bit of a nightmare. Come out and build yourself with a different block, and I'm going to use spruce wood slabs here simply because it just works really well with the brick that I'm using. It's entirely up to you. And put a half slab of this all the way around your rim. So this is going to be the roof of the system basically. It is nothing more than something that looks pretty. It's got 0 function. You genuinely don't have to do this, but if you want to, it's just quite nice to have a roof in it. Then get yourself a half slab that area as well, all the way along like that, and then get yourself another half slab there, and that is the roof system. So you've got a nice roof there, which is all good. And then what you want to do is you want to basically give yourself ever such a slightly twisted ankle by falling onto that shelf, but you shouldn't take any damage. Then come in here and shove yourself the same light source that you've got here on that block like that. Now that is a transparent block, so mobs won't be able to spawn on it, and that way you won't get any nasties surprising you as you come down that elevator. Dead simple. Right, so now you're at the top of the elevator. Avo, what am I going to do? I can't fall down there. I will fall to my death. Well, yeah, you're probably right. You will fall to your death if you do that, but that's no problem. If you click into your minecart and you come down, you just shift yourself down all the way down to the bottom, and you are at the bottom of your lift, which is dead simple. Then what you're going to do, because you want to make sure you're lighting up each level, not just that top level, come up, point at your minecart, click it once, shove your light block there. Next minecart, click it once, shove your light block there. Click it once, shove your light block there. Click it once, shove your light block there. Click it once, we're already there. Right, so that is that elevator system. Now, obviously, your floors would be a little bit more substantial than that. Mine are just for show. So to use the elevator, as I've kind of already half demonstrated, come inside and right-click on that minecart just there. Now that's going to bring you up to the first floor, and to get out again, just left shift dismount and away you go. Dead simple, right? And if you want to get down, face down, and there you are. You literally just face down, and as a result of that ladder being there, it sorts you out. Now you can't do it if you're sat in the minecart, but you can do it if you're not physically within the minecart. So again, so come out and away you go. I went a little bit glitchy there. Did you see that? That was a bit weird. So if you want to go to the second floor, out you go, easy. Then get into the thing, third floor, out you go, dead easy. And if I just now want to go back down, literally just stand on it and click left shift and down you go. Very, very simple. So that is the minecart version. Right, so what if you've not got a load of iron to make all of those rails and those minecarts? Well, that's fine. You don't have to use rails and minecarts. You can do it in a different way. You have to do a 4x4 though. So again, come along and create yourself a nice square all the way around, but miss the door. Come around again, all the way around, up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then come up a third time, all the way around, like that, and fill in the door. Then what you want to do is you want to get yourself a ladder there, a ladder there, a ladder there, and a ladder there. Get yourself another row all the way around. I'm using purple blocks here simply to differentiate from that. It is a really weird colour, but I thought, you know what, let's go with it. And then fill this up with your water. So you've got a nice 4 square of water right there. Then come along, get yourself another row like that, doobie-doo, and leave. Don't forget to leave yourself a door. And I actually quite like this to be a double door on this one. It's just a personal preference. And then get yourself a boat. And that boat literally just sits in there like that. Go another row across here. Up like that. Build your top of your door across. Come along. And another row again. Like that. Again, what you want to do is on this row, there is, see the top of the door, get yourself your ladders there, there and there, like that. That's a nice area. And then put yourself your water in there, and there, like that. Again, get yourself another row all the way around. Leave your doors. Again, I like a double door. And shove yourself a boat in there. And just like the last one, go as high as you want. And if again you want to build up your floors like that, you can do that too. So there we've got it exactly the same height as the last one, but this is a duplicated system of the boats. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 all the way to the top. Capped it off with a roof in exactly the same way as we did the roof on the last one. The only reason I went for a different wood is because that dark wood doesn't look quite right with the per block. Frankly, the per block doesn't look quite right on its own anyway, but that is entirely up to you. I've just done that block to differentiate between the two different types of elevator. So if you've just finished this roof, you'll probably be on this level just here. So hang on, if I get up on the roof as if you've just done it, you're going to drop down onto that floor. There we go. And you want to get down. You don't want to get down to your death there. You want to get down in your boat. So left click into the boat. So you are now in the boat. Left click downwards. It'll go to the boat below. Left click downwards, boat below. Left click and left click. Now that will take you to the lowest level. Now it won't let you left click out into the bottom level because there's no boat there. So what you have to do is left shift. You are now basically outside the boat. You're on your first floor. You could drop down there without too much hassle, but you actually don't necessarily want to do that. What you've got here is the opportunity to use the water. And if you would rather not drop down this way, I mean, it won't hurt you. Look, if I just come down here, it's a very short drop. But if you don't want to do that, simply knock out one block there, take away that, and you get a tower of water. So if you can imagine you're up here, you can then go into that tower of water, you drop down, come up, and away you are. You're in your bottom level. It's really, really simple. But you don't have to do it that way. It's completely up to you. Obviously, you're going to want to go up in your elevator as well. All you need to do is point up towards the other side of your boat. Use your right mouse button. Up you go. Then if you wanted to get out, you could there. Right mouse button. If you wanted to get out, you could there. Right mouse button. Right and right. And there you go. I'm in the top floor. Just left click to dismount and walk straight out. Then if you want to go maybe to the third floor, doesn't matter, you can row the boat around as much as you like. Go left click down, dismount the boat, out you go, and you are on the third floor. It's really, really simple. It could not be easier. And there you have it, 2 versions of a no redstone elevator, depending on which one you prefer. Don't worry about whether you make it out of brick or purpur or sandstone or wood. You can do it out of any system you like. It's completely up to you. What's important is the fact there is not a single dot of redstone in the entire building. Absolutely nothing, and that's what we're looking for. Dead easy. If you have enjoyed that video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know that you've enjoyed this revisited series, and if you do, then perhaps I'll carry on making and revisiting some of the other builds. What ones would you like me to revisit? Down in the comments below, please. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell, and then you will never miss another one of my videos. You take it easy now. Bye.